Hey guys, it's Hobo Quills. This is Quills Combat Commentary, and I just actually woke up. But yesterday I watched the Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier main event. I didn't get a chance to catch much of the rest of the card due to the fact that I was working. But I saw at least saw the main event, and I definitely, it was definitely satisfying to see McGregor getting pounded out like Habib did him. Dustin Poirier, has, one underrated part about Dustin Poirier's game is his grappling and it's his top control. And I definitely enjoyed seeing him display that. Now, most of you guys don't know my channel, don't know me as a person, but personally, I dislike the McGregor era. I don't care for the McGregor era. I don't care, for the trash talking, the talking his way into title fights. You have to earn your way to the title fight. You have to earn it by beating top contenders, and how he got the title fight, at featherweight. He didn't beat the top contenders. He didn't beat top contenders. It was Dennis Seaver, who wasn't even ranked, and then there was Diego Brandao, where he also beat, and he wasn't even ranked. He did beat Chad Mendes on short notice for the interim title, but he was basically in title contention anyway. As for lightweight, kind of just was pushed through, and that just shouldn't happen, But what I really want to say is, the McGregor era is done. Many people say that that this is he lost because he broke his ankle, and yeah, that is what happened. Let me go into the fight. I forgot to do all that. So the fight starts in round one. McGregor's actually adjusting, in controlling the range with his kicks. The karate stance is back. So he's throwing a lot of push kicks, throwing a lot of low kicks. They're throwing a lot of he's lunging in with his left hand more and everything. But Dustin's taking all this stuff well. Dustin's actually being patient, and waiting for his moment and everything. Dustin starts to take over. He starts to he catches McGregor with kind of a big shot to the side of the head, and then he starts pushing forward. McGregor starts throwing kicks. He grabs the kick, he knocks McGregor back, and he's just it's almost like he was gonna start landing those combinations. Those heavy little combinations that Dustin Poirier always does. And McGregor said, McGregor, I guess he kind of got a flashback or PTSD and clinched. He clinched up with Dustin Poirier, which I've mentioned before is an underrated grappler. So this led to a bunch of baffling decisions from McGregor. All right. McGregor didn't try to push away. All right, he didn't try to push away. He didn't try to he didn't try to separate and try to get some distance or something like that, And then Dustin was shooting for a takedown, and McGregor had a guillotine. This is the perfect time to use the guillotine, the threat of the guillotine, to push away and get some separation, because McGregor is a hard person to take down. He has a very, very good takedown defense, and it looked like Poirier was going for a high crotch single where you turn the leg here, you turn the leg to a certain angle, you lift, and you basically have a guy on you basically pulling him up by his crotch. So it was like a high crotch single. I thought he was going to do that, but McGregor was threatening with the guillotine, and for some strange reason, McGregor drops back for a guillotine, leaving, which he didn't have full guard. He didn't have full guard on the guillotine. He was on the cage, so it was kind of hard for him to get full guard. And I'm like, the guy, Dustin Poirier, is very good on the ground. Is very good on the ground when it comes to being on top. And Conor gave up top position for this. Conor gave up top position. Now, I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking, but I mean, he kind of gave up the entire round after this. Conor was starting to throw some elbows off of his back. Dustin Poirier started throwing elbows from the top, and then it was almost like Dustin Poirier was doing him like Habib was doing, stacking him up, throwing shots, beating the shit out of him, beating the everlasting shit out of him. You know, Conor's grabbing. It's like fish hooking, which you can't do. He's fish hooking Dustin's gloves to try to throw up kicks, and he caught him with a couple up kicks, but Dustin freaking snatches away and then lets Conor up. And Conor gets up. He is visibly tired. Conor gets tired. There's no recovering. You just got to keep the pressure going. All right. And and Conor was through a labored combination. Both guys threw left crosses. They both missed. And I guess on retracting the punch, Conor lands on his ankle. Funny. He lands funny on his ankle. The ankle gives out and breaks. And Conor falls. And I thought, oh, he knocked him down. I think it's over. It's over. It's over. Like, no, I looked at the replay. It was basically Conor broke his ankle. And I'm like, oh man. So yeah, because Conor can make excuses. Conor can basically try to come back and say, I broke my ankle, man. Like, no, you were getting your ass kicked. All right, that's my thoughts on the fight. Basically, Conor was getting his ass kicked anyway. He was going to lose. I'm like, there was no doubt about it. I've seen Conor react under pressure when tired. All right. I mean, the second Nate Diaz fight exposed his cardio. All right, Dustin Poirier, when you're pressured, he'll keep the pressure going. All right, he would have broke Conor down. Conor wouldn't have saw the end of the second round. Period. I mean, that would have been it. That would have been it. Like as soon as he got off that stool, Dustin would have came forward. Would have grabbed those. His Conor's push kicks would have been a little bit labored. Dustin would have came forward, started throwing shots, and then would have took him down. That would have been it. I mean, because like I said, Conor becomes his explosive style. All of his explosiveness takes a lot of energy out of him. And then it's so easy. It's so easy to just keep the pressure going and keep him tired. Khabib did that. Khabib tired him out in the first round. Basically, was able to clobber him in the second. And this would have pretty much been the same, except Poirier would have finished Conor. Now the McGregor era, I think is on its way out. All right, McGregor is 3-4 in his last 7 fights. There's really the guy was never really that good to begin with. All right, I mean he was a good striker, but he had serious holes in his grappling game. All right, any decent wrestler could easily just beat him. Anybody who's good at taking people down will beat Conor McGregor. All right, I mean has decent somebody just take somebody with decent striking and in very good wrestling. As far as his future in the lightweight division, it's kind of a murderer's row. You got Michael Chandler, you got Charles Oliveira. All right, those guys are absolute killers. You got Justin Gaethje, who Dustin Poirier beat and had trouble with. So it's pretty much going to be hard for McGregor to fight his way back, and he's going to have to fight his way back. They are not going to sit and do a fourth fight because he's going to be out for a little bit. This is a bad injury. He's going to be out for some time. So they're going to book Charles Oliveira versus Poirier because that's the only fight that makes sense. And to me, Dustin Poirier should be champion. Michael Chandler shouldn't even have got the shot at freaking Charles Oliveira. And as far as who would win between Poirier and Charles Oliveira, I think I probably just gave it away in the last sentence. Dustin Poirier. All right, Charles Oliveira got hurt in that first fight, and Michael Chandler kind of like rushed in, and kind of like labored himself out, like tired himself out and everything. And it was kind of hard for him to like recover in the second round. Um, Dustin Poirier is a man who takes his time, who he's methodical. He keeps the pressure going. He keeps pushing the envelope more and more and more until you break. All right, and he ain't gonna just try to finish you all. If he can't finish you all in one go, he's just gonna keep. He's gonna keep muscling you, bullying you until you crack. Um, so I think Poirier is going to be lightweight champion of the world. Um, Poirier shouldn't even give McGregor the time of day. I mean, dude, if McGregor wants to do a fourth fight, just say no. All right, you were getting your ass kicked. You're getting your ass kicked. All right, I know I can beat you. All right, and that's the thing about this rematch or about this rubber match. All right, McGregor in number two, McGregor had that mental edge that he could beat Dustin Poirier, but McGregor knew that Poirier has improved significantly since then, and I think that in a third match, in the second match, Dustin thought he can beat Conor this time. In the third match, if this makes any sense, Dustin knew he could beat Conor this time. He knew he could beat Conor. He knew Conor didn't have his number, and he knew that that he can get the better of Conor. He saw holes in his stand-up game, and he saw holes in his mixed martial arts game altogether. And takedowns were the key. Well, it wasn't really a takedown. It was a failed guillotine attempt, but takedowns were like the key here. Getting on top was the key. Um, it was like I said, it was a rough type of event. It was a rough turn of events that happened, and I just wish that Dustin won more definitively. I mean, Dustin actually beat the crap out of the guy to the point where he's the ref stops it. The ref stops him and shit. But unfortunately, this happened. Um, like I said, McGregor is completely done. It's completely done. I don't think that there's really anybody of significance he can beat that can put him back in title contention. Like the McGregor era is over, and I'm glad that it's over. McGregor was extremely cocky, extremely annoying. Hearing him talk, and then his last couple of with Khabib and shit, he was like it was like a ramblings of a crazy man. Like, dude, people thought he was on drugs and stuff, and like even with this press conference of Poirier over the third fight, you know, it was um it was pretty much the same as Khabib. I was getting flashbacks from Khabib and everything, just like when Poirier was stacking up Conor and freaking beating the shit out of him. I was getting flashbacks to Khabib, and I'm like, dude, like it's time to stop with the trash talk, stop trying to sell the fights, and actually focus on improving yourself, improving your game. All right, I do believe that if he can just get a couple of tune-up fights, get a couple of prospects, fight a couple of prospects or something like that, then that would be good. But as far as I know, I think I would actually like to see him fight Tony Ferguson. I know it's a random um oh, sorry, I just woke up. But it's a random selection, but I'm like, I want to see him fight Tony Ferguson. Um Tony Ferguson, obviously, he's been kind of punch drunk as of late. But I mean, like, it would be a good it would be a good, little tune up fight for Conor. I mean, one guy has to go. One guy has been on a decline, on a steep decline, and you know the other has just started his decline. So I would like to see Conor fight Tony Ferguson. Um, and I think that would be a interesting turn of events. Depending on if Tony Ferguson, I will actually let me rephrase that. I would like to see Tony Ferguson fight like just I don't know, just a smaller time fighter, and then if he beats him, then he should fight. He should work his way up to fight like Conor McGregor. Like, say Tony Ferguson wins, you know, three or two fights in a row. He beats one of those prospects and everything, and then you know he comes back. He says, "Okay, I want to get back in the title contention." All right, give him Conor McGregor. Former double champ. Beats him, all right, or he beats him, and then he's back in the title picture. You know, hopefully he's new and improved and everything. Hopefully he fixes some stuff about his game. But that's just hope and speculation. So that's my opinion on all the events and on the McGregor era. Um, I do have a another channel. Well, actually, not another channel. Another series where I cite underrated upsets. I did Michael Bisping and Luke Rockhold 2. That to me is an underrated upset. I'm actually going to do a video called Overrated Upsets, where I'm going to cite that, upsets we should have saw coming, and it's going to be Holly Holm and Ronda Rousey. Um, so thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I would like to make more MMA content and turn this to a full-fledged MMA channel. Thank you very much. Goodbye.